What is up, boys? So as you can see, today we're gonna be looking at another new King of Glory hero. It's not the newest one, but I think it's the third newest, and this one is really cool. Like, I just had Tony explain me the abilities and it took like 15 minutes. So yeah, basically I think this guy will be added to the test server soon in Arena of Valor as well, because they added a lot of very newish King of Glory heroes recently. And yeah, this guy, as you can see, he can jungle, he can also go top lane. This guy is playing him in the jungle right now. This is again one of the best players of this hero. The hero's name is Yao, by the way. And yeah, you can see he has this star theme going on, and basically he can go back in time with his ult. But let's explain the other abilities first. So the first ability is just a very generic AoE around him. He just swings his sword around him and it just does damage to everyone around him. Just very basic. Then the second ability is a dash, but it doesn't go straight, it goes like this, right? It like curves, as you saw there. And then his ult, basically, whenever you press it, you go back in time 2 seconds. You just go back in time and you heal. Part of his ult, the passive of his ult, is whenever you receive damage, you will not receive the full damage immediately. You will receive half of the damage. So let's say Violet crits you for 1000 damage. You will only receive 500 of those, and then after 2 seconds, you can see on his health bar, it's like a light green. Whenever he receives damage, it's like a light green little bar. And after 2 seconds, this damage explodes and actually deals you the damage. So let's say you get one shot, right? You won't get one shot. You will take half your health as damage, and then after 2 seconds, you will take the rest and die. And by going back in time, you can heal that, right? You can also use Purify, which some people take if they go top lane, to heal that. You can also use Heal. This is what the most players, if they go top lane, take. And that makes you basically heal, right? That damage back. So really cool concept already, and he really goes back in time. He jumps back to the position he was 2 seconds ago. And now the most important thing about this hero is his passive. Now you see him dash twice, you see him do everything twice. Like, look at right there, he did everything twice. Now he has these 3 bars below his health bar. You can see them, the gray bars. And whenever you use an ability, you gain one of them. And whenever you reach 3, you can use an empowered ability and it resets your cooldowns, right? So you can use S1 to reach 3 stacks, and then you use S1 again, the empowered one, and then it removes those 3 stacks. And now these empowered abilities are not really much stronger, it's just a little bit different. Like, the S1 is still the same, but if you use the normal S1 and then immediately the second S1 onto an enemy, it will slow them if you hit both of them. Now if you use S2, instead of going this way, like, you know, this left curve, it makes a right curve. So you can dodge abilities like that. It's really cool. And if you hit both dashes onto the enemy, it will knock them up. So as I'm saying, really cool hero, like really high skill cap. You can see the little light green bar, and it goes down, like it does damage gradually over those 2 seconds to you. And as I said, you can just jump back, and you saw, like, what is this? He used like 15 abilities there. It's a crazy hero. And now I forgot to say, the ult, whenever you travel back, it deals damage to everyone on the path. Like, you make like a little line and it does damage. And if you use the empowered ult, it also makes you jump back, right? And it, I believe it slows the enemies on the way back. Now, the cool thing about this hero, if you have 2 stacks, right? And you use your ult, you will gain the 3rd stack. And then if you use you can use your ult again, right? Like he will be using here. See? He used his ult again, and it makes him go back not where he was 2 seconds ago, but it makes him travel back a little bit further. I'm gonna skip his back part here. As you can see, like I'll show you again. Let me just show you again. Because this is one of the coolest things about him. So he has 2 stacks. He uses his S1 for the 3rd stack here onto the Hayate, and then he uses ult twice. You saw it? He jumps back and jumps back a little bit further, and it makes you. I'm not sure if it's where you were 4 seconds ago, but it just makes you jump back a little bit further. I'm not entirely sure. I believe it's a little bit bugged. Tony said you jump back not where you were 4 seconds ago, but you jump back where you were 2 seconds ago, and you jump back the same distance in the same direction. It's a little bit weird, but essentially you can look. He just jumps back really far. He can disengage really far away, and yeah, just a really cool hero, and just crazy mobility. If you hit all your abilities perfectly, you have slows, you have knockups. But if you don't, you don't have any CC basically, right? If you don't use your stuff correctly, you literally have no CC. And yeah, he can of course jump through walls and stuff. He's building full AD so far. He's going for Omni Arms next. He already has a Spear of Longinus and the jungle item, the AD Soul Reaper one. And yeah, you can see here, he uses his ult, like his ult has an 8-second cooldown. This is absolute crazy mobility. He just keeps spamming his ult to clear jungle minions. And I believe whenever you reach 3 stacks, you only have a 3-second window while you can use the empowered ability, and then it expires, right? And you can see he just goes absolutely crazy with this, playing super well. As I said, this is one of the best players of this hero. I'm not sure if it's quite the best. You saw there, he would have been killed by this, but he still had the little, like it was still the 2 seconds, right? It delays the damage you take basically. So he didn't immediately get one-shot by that mage there. He took half the damage immediately, and then the rest half of the damage was giving him a damage over time basically. And also, I forgot to say, as I said, this hero has such a deep kit. After you use one empowered ability, it doesn't matter which one, your next auto attack is a little dash, like you know how a butterfly in Arena of Valor, whenever she attacks the 3rd time, she dashes a little bit to the enemy. That's your next auto attack, and it does more damage. So yeah. Also, another detail, his normal passive, the other stuff was his ultimate passive, the damage delayed. His normal passive is just whenever he hits an enemy with a skill, he heals for 2% of his maximum HP. So you can see he uses a lot of skills, right? So he ends up healing a lot. You can see all these little healing numbers, and he used his ult there to purify the light green damage health, because he might have died. As you can see, he jumps back twice. Really cool. Anyway, so because of that, because he heals for maximum HP, you end up building him a little bit tanky too. So you don't go full AD, you go, apparently you go full AD for the first 3 items, and then you go for some health. Not too much though, really not too much. He is going for 2 tank items basically. One is Aegis, and one is Medallion of Troy for the magic resistance. Now, I didn't even know about this hero. Like, I knew about this hero, of course. As you guys probably know, I haven't played King of Glory too much lately because the ping just got too annoying after some time. Like, I just got bored because 180 ping, like, eventually just dying very often due to ping just gets too annoying. So I was playing some more Arena of Valor lately again, and of course Ace Force. But so when this hero was released, I wasn't really playing too much, so I didn't really care about this hero. I immediately saw I can't play him with ping, right? It's like, look at this is impossible. But now after I actually learned his abilities and stuff, and looking at his gameplay, really interesting. I might actually buy him and end up playing him a little bit. I might test him in some bot games to see if I can play him on that ping. So yeah, he actually takes the blue. He takes the blue from his L'Oreal, which is Dio-chan in this game, her name at least. And yeah, that's pretty funny. But he's 10 and 2. He wants the cooldowns. Like you can see, whenever a hero has really low cooldowns, getting a lot cooldown reduction is just really strong on him, because like 8-second ult cooldown, if you reduce that to 6 seconds, it's gonna be even more broken, right? Because you might be able to use it 3 times in a team fight instead of 2 times, stuff like that, you know. And yeah, and especially he scales so hard with cooldown reduction if you think about it, since you wanna spam your abilities to get those 3 stacks. And thought he's gonna go back, but he got caught a little bit. Let's see what he does here. He ends up jumping back. He's playing so well. Like I took like 15 minutes to even understand what he does, and he's already playing it so well. And keep in mind, this hero was released 2 months ago, I would say, max 2 months ago. So pretty impressive that he can play it so well already. Like this is really impressive. See there the knockup. The empowered auto is like a, yeah, the empowered dash just knocks up. You saw how he knocked up the Hayate there. And now he is just looking at the items, and he's just trying to steal that blue maybe, because they do have vision because of Elsu, and he's trying to trap the Nakrov, and he succeeds. No, he gets away, I think. No, he can ult now. Nice. And now he can heal with his abilities. Beautiful. Beautifully played. He caught up to the Nakrov with what's it called? With the punish, of course, slowing him down. Oof. That is so much damage. He immediately jumps back. And the thing is, he was safe there. You can't die, right? Because you take, like, you can die, but you have to take twice your damage to die. Twice your health, remaining health. So he knew he wouldn't get one shot there by that mage. So he just jumped in and he immediately ulted out. Now he just dashes out. And he keeps using his skills to get the stacks. Now, initially I thought you need to hit your skills to get stacks, but it seems like it's not. No, it's not true. He just keeps using his one on the air, and just keeps. Yeah, he actually went full AD this game. He went Death Sickle, he went Fenrir's, he went full AD. I'm pretty sure he was just snowballing really hard. So he was like, okay, I have to solo carry this. I have to just deal the maximum amount of damage I can. By the way, this is a very high ranked Summit gameplay again. Of course, Summit is the mode that is solo queue only. You only unlock it after you reach Masters, and then it's very competitive and it's really high rank. So very impressive that he's going 14 and 2 in such a high rank game. And I know, of course, if he's gonna win or not. So, but you guys don't know yet. So we'll see. We'll see how this ends. And yeah, it's just beautiful, this hero. Really cool design too. It's like an anime dude with stars and stuff. Like you can see everything is star themed. Whenever he uses his ult, it looks like some star system. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Now he's typing to his teammates. He's probably flaming them. Just kidding. He's probably not flaming. You don't get this good by flaming, guys. If you reach this high elo, you are not a flamer. No one who flames is gonna reach this high rank, because flaming just wastes time. So never flame, guys. It doesn't do anything. I get very tilted as well, but I never use the chat. It is useless. It doesn't do anything. He only uses the chat to tell people what to do. And now the Nakrov does a really sick play, gets the Darkslayer steal, but dies to him in the end. I think the Arduin is gonna die here. All his teammates are beating him up. Yep, Arduin ends up dying as well. And now it is a 5v2. They should be able to end. There's a minion wave coming. The enemies only have Teamy alive, and who? They have their mage alive, and he has a lot of wave clear, right? The sword mage, as we like to call him. but they zone him away. Beautifully played by that. Look, look, this is what a proper support has to do. Look, he knows, they know, right here, they can only not win if the enemy sword mage gets close enough to the mini wave to clear it. Now what does the lumber do? He goes balls deep. He jumps into the enemy nexus just to use his ult to zone off the guy so he can't clear the wave. And ends up not being able to, and they can end. Beautiful, right? If he didn't do that, the sword mage, he has like this, you know, that X move, it does so much damage, it would have cleared the whole wave, one shot. You can see here 1595 rating, that's really high, especially because this was early season. I want to see his damage, he doesn't show it. Anyway, you can see really cool design this hero has. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, please let me know in the comments and leave a like, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.